You're listening to Adeshokbe Live, the Afrobeats Podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another edition of Adeshokbe Live, the official Afrobeats Podcast, where we break down the hottest topics in the culture. And sometimes I'm joined by a celebrity to help me, while away the time. And this time, I've got a fast rising star all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Exciting superstar. He goes by the name RUGER, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, my brother.
Thanks so much for having me, boss.
Listen, I know you have been through the ringer in the last 2 weeks. You've traveled to Birmingham, you've done shows in London, you've been at the O2 Arena. How are you keeping up? What is this promo tour like for you?
Well, first of all, before I got into the plane to come to London, I asked God to just strengthen me. God first and everything. Like, when God strengthens me, I'll be able to carry everything on my shoulder and balance. So it has been very, very, I will not say stressful, but it's work. You understand? So I know it's for my own good and for my future and for my family too. So I have to do it just to make sure everything goes well at the end of the day. So it's been crazy. First time coming to London, and my first performance was at the O2.
Oh my God.
That was amazing. That was amazing at the Burna Boy concert.
Yay!
That was amazing. There should have been a stage fright, but I felt like I was able to just gather my energy together and just make things work, even though there were some difficulties.
Yeah, because I wanted to say that, because there was a lot of feedback from afar, but you did something that no other opening act did. You realized that there was a problem with the feedback, you stopped the DJ, and you performed a cappella so people can hear your voice. Talk to me about making that decision on the spot and what it was like.
I noticed that because I entered with RUGER. Man, I spit fire to them. I noticed that immediately. So I just tried to finish RUGER. Immediately I finished RUGER. Then I said, okay, the best thing I could do now is to sing my song a cappella mode. Then when the DJ plays, I'll just be dancing. That's all. So I made sure, I don't actually do it every time. I sang the song from the beginning to the end. I made sure
so people could tell that this boy's got it.
The DJ wanted to kick off from the second verse. I told him to stop. I have to finish it. I finished it. Then when the song played, I was just just dancing, vibing with the fans. That's all.
Was that out of experience or was that out of necessity?
Like I say, before I do anything, I always say, God, show yourself mighty. I don't know what I want to do before I do it, but I feel like the inspiration, that smartness just came as it happened. You understand? I feel like when you put everything in front of God, it works out.
You mentioned God a lot. When we first came face to face was via Instagram Live.
Yeah.
When your EP dropped.
Yeah. Talk
to me about your faith and how important it is for you as a person.
I always say the only thing I'm scared of in this life is losing my relationship with God.
Wow.
That's the only thing I'm scared of. And that's the only thing I'll ever be scared of. I don't want to ever lose myself in this game that I am, then forget my God. That's the thing. So I grew up in a white garment church. CNS. I sing in a choir. I play the drum sets. I was always around. I clean the church. So it's something that I grew to love doing. I was always in that vicinity. So it's just part of me, and it's not leaving me ever.
When we spoke, one of the interesting things was, your label, the Prince,
Yeah.
Jones and World, just announced you to the world
Yeah.
that the new signee was RUGER. Nobody had heard anything before. At least most of us hadn't heard anything before. We hadn't seen nothing before. But obviously, before that announcement to the world, there was behind the scenes discovery
Yeah.
and relationship.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the discovery,
Yeah.
meeting up with somebody that had just discovered one of the hottest acts in Afrobeats in Rema coming across your timeline.
Yeah, at that time, I used to work in Computer Village, so repairing phones and all. So in my spare time, I just do freestyles and post on Instagram. And thank God for the internet. It has made it easy for talents to be discovered. You understand? So I do that, and go to work, and all of a sudden, I just saw a DM from the Prince. He was in America that time with Rema on tour. So he told me that he's coming back very soon, that he wants to start working with me. I was just like, oh, man, is this it? Oh, let me sleep small and wake up. And I slept, and my sister woke me up. She was using my phone that time. She woke me up that the Prince texted you again.
Wow.
That he's coming on so date. And what gave me the assurance was that the Prince didn't even wait to get home before he called me to start coming. Immediately he got to the airport, he called me. He said,
Wow.
I just landed now and I want you to start coming to the studio. I left everything I was doing, took an Uber, went straight to the Prince's house, and that's where it started. We started recording from then. And the growth, man.
That was fast-tracked. Announced to the world in 2020, at the beginning of 2020. And within
2021.
No,
This year.
Yeah, 2021. Can you imagine? And within but again, it was in the midst of a pandemic.
Yeah.
The world was in disarray.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of us were spending time online. So whatever popped up, we instantly assimilated it.
Yeah.
However, from the announcement to you dropping music, to you dropping your first project, wasn't a long time at all. Was there pressure behind the scenes that once they said, okay, RUGER, now we're introducing you to the world, was there pressure to deliver, a body of work? Or what was it like in the shadows that the rest of the world wasn't seeing?
The thing is that I was ready before I was even announced. Everything has been put in place. The body of work, the breaker, like the first everything, the first song, the unveiling track, everything has been put in place. So like there was no pressure at all to reason. I knew that at so time I'm gonna release my body of work, and with the help of God, it happened like that.
Now you mentioned your sister. Family is also a close one to you.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your family, the family dynamics, what it was like growing up, what your family system is like.
My family is very sweet though. I'm the only boy.
Wow.
Between two girls. So
you're sports, basically.
Nah. Nah. I wasn't spoiled though, please.
Is it?
No, I wasn't spoiled.
And how did you discover that you had at least a talent to sing, not even to become like an official performer, but the vocal, power to sing?
In our family, we always do praise and worship first of all. Every morning, we're always on it. Going to church, and every time when I was very much younger, I didn't attend Sunday school. You know why? Because the youth choir always had to take me to their stand.
Wow.
To sing with them. I actually believed I could sing majorly when I performed with another choir mistress on the stage. Only me and her, we performed the song.
Wow.
Then I said, okay, it's about time. Okay, I know I can sing. I know I can sing, and plus the songs that were popping up that time, the whiskey came out with a Holla at Your Boy. I just yeah.
You must have been like a young kid then.
I was jamming whiskey and all.
Talk to me about a young kid, because you were very young when whiskey came out.
Yeah.
What kind of inspiration did that give you?
The major inspiration it gave me that you're not too young to make it. You're not too young to make it. You're not too young to just step into the limelight. Whiskey changed the narrative of you're a small boy. You can't just, like, when he came in, he gave with teenagers. Yeah. Now Whiskey actually started that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now you're coming out, you're a teenager. You're coming out, you're a teenager. You understand? Like, teenagers and youths are popping off hard now.
Right, center.
You know, so like that was the major inspiration. I love, like, the youthful energy that he came with at that time was just too interesting, and that's why it's like this for him.
The Prince is part of an iconic group, Mo Hits Records. They broke grounds. They every stage that you're on now, they've been on before.
Yeah.
Everything that you're doing, they have done before.
Yeah.
An accomplished superstar in his own right.
Yeah.
What is it like to be mentored and overseen by somebody who's walked that walk?
The Prince is not just a boss. It's not just my boss. It's actually my friend also. And I could say he's a very big fan of me. You understand? And I'm a big fan of his too. Because the Prince can sing my song from beginning to end. Nobody actually knows. He actually performs my song for me sometimes. You understand?
Wow.
It's a very big privilege to have someone like him come to my house, sit down in my room and talk to me every day. You know, we go out every day, we talk. We actually talk. You know, he lets me talk. Tells me, okay, what do you feel about this? I tell him what I feel. He tells me what he feels, and we agree together. And it's very, like, and I love listening to him. He's very, he knows what he's doing. Like, he just knows what he's doing. Like, big example, Bounce. Bounce was a 9-minute track. Like, the EP was ready. Bounce, I just did Bounce 9 minutes. And when the Prince heard it, he said, like, this track is going in. RUGER, trust me, this track must go in. Please, this track must go in. Let's go. Like, then we removed one track and put Bounce in it.
Wow.
And this is it now. I love listening to him. I feel like God uses him for me. So most of the time when he says something, I agree. Yeah. Because he knows what he's doing.
What about being around another person that has probably done it just about 12 months or 14 months before you in Rema, where you've seen that, yo, this is another young brother that's doing it, and you're coming into, you know, a lot of people are now looking like, yo, Jones and Wild, like, it looks like you guys have the fastest rising youngest stars in the game. Is it healthy competition? Is it brotherhood? Is it inspiration? What do you get from
brotherhood, motivation, inspiration, everything? You know, when I see him doing big out there, I'm just like, yeah, my own self could be like that.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's not no wild at all. When I see my brother doing good, killing all the shows, I say, oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh my God, do my own too.
Facts.
That's the thing.
Now, everybody, the minute we all saw you, that unveiling was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, coming out of the grave and all of that in the cemetery, like, yo, I'm thinking, what's going on here? And then the boy comes out, you've got your eye patch. Everybody's like, yo, what's happening with this eye patch? Like, what's going on? Talk to me about the inspiration behind the eye patch that you've got.
Well, as you know, RUGER is a gun. Whoever shoots a gun from, like, I don't go near you to shoot you. Like most of the time, like the most dangerous shooters don't go near you to shoot.
Snipers.
You. The snipers, they shoot from afar.
Facts.
And what did they do?
Close one eye.
That's it.
Come on, Jigga. What we talking? Yo, I feel that. I feel that. So that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Damn. So how the ladies reacting to it? I bet they love it.
They ain't getting it at first, but you know, with the music, with the looks, with the hair and everything is merging and making sense now. So they're enjoying it, I feel.
Talk to me about the pandemic, that EP. What did you aim to achieve with that EP? And how do you feel about it now, months after you delivered your introduction to the world?
I just wanted to change something because I just wanted to make a change. I feel good music is a genre on its own. I would say anywhere. I will
Facts.
never stop making good music. I wanted good music to actually be appreciated. You understand? There are some songs that you just go up and you might not actually know what's the song about. You understand? It doesn't have a bass or anything. You understand? But I want every lyric in my song to make sense. I want you to listen to my song and say, whoa, did he just say that? Did he just say that? That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And I'm still doing it. And God is still helping me do it.
You know something funny? I've listened to your EP a lot since it was released. I've listened to Bounce a million times. Do you know that it's not until 24 hours ago that I understood give what belongs to Caesar to Caesar. And I've been saying it every time. But I just listened to it in the spirit and understood, oh, you were saying, give me what is my own.
What is my own, that's it.
I didn't even know whether to be embarrassed or whether to be like, how come I didn't catch this all this time? You wrote all of that yourself?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I did.
Let's talk about the future now. One of the things that I love about the job that I do or that I've done within the culture is some of the people, young talents I've come in contact with years ago, over a decade ago, your Wizkids, your Davidos. Those conversations resonate till today because of certain things we spoke about.
Yeah.
One is about the music, how they passionately feel about the music and what inspired their music. First question to you will be, what were the inspirations? Who did you look up to? What music do you listen to? Because when I hear you, I hear a little bit of reggae, I hear a little bit of Fuji, I hear a little bit of gospel, I hear a little bit of dancehall. So I'm like, who were the people that you were listening to?
I listened to everything.
I can tell.
Everything good.
I can tell.
See, my dad was always on the dancehall vibe. My mom was on the Fuji vibe and the gospel vibe, and me, I was looking after the hip hop and everything. My elder sister was giving me R&B every now and then. She was always on the Brandy, Boys to Men. So like, I feel like that was building in me unconsciously. I didn't know what they were doing, but it's in me. You understand? That's it. The style plus. I was doing a photo shoot today and Style Plus song came up. Olufumi, oh. You needed to see how I was just feeling. I was just feeling like, oh my God. Like goosebumps everywhere. I was just dancing, you know. I'm just happy for the music I was surrounded with. You know. I was just surrounded by music. I was surrounded by music. I feel like it's God that just positioned it like that because he knew what I wanted to do, what he wanted me to do.
10 years from now, what does RUGER see? What do you see in your path? What do you want for the next 10 years as a young musician who's made an incredible impact? 6-7 months into the game, how far ahead are you looking?
Number one that everyone loves. I want to be that number one that everyone loves. I want to be that number one that they know that is God-fearing. I want to be that number one that is different from every other person. That once you see me, you just have love for me. That's that number one I want to be. Number one. That's what I want to be. I want to be a different number one. That's what I want to be.
Finally, London has been a very important part of the Afrobeat story. And you've seen that going years. The reception for you has been incredible. The ladies do love Ruger. How has Ruger reacted to the ladies of the United Kingdom?
London girls are sweet, don't worry. I love you guys so much, man. Don't worry, I got you for life.
This is the first, I pray, of many trips into London,
Amen.
into the UK,
Amen.
into the international market, promoting your music. The EP has done very well. The record continues to rise. What is in the immediate future? Is there more music coming really soon?
Yes.
Okay. Well, now we're talking.
Yes.
Now.
My music is coming soon. It's ready. It's ready. Just waiting for the right time.
My brother, again, congratulations
Thanks so
on
much,
the successes so far.
Thanks so much.
Big shout outs to the entire team for what they've done with you and continue to do with you. I believe in your talent.
Thanks so much.
I'm blown away by your talent. I believe in your talent. I think you've come at the right time. I think you are very necessary for our culture. You're very exciting for our culture. And I'm excited to see, how things continue to unfold for you. Like I say, off camera, I'll say on camera, stay away from drugs, stay close to the women, and keep making good music. Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Ruger.
The incredible Adeshokwe Shops to do.
Thank you very much, brother. Keep streaming, subscribe, like, share. Catch us same place, same time. Until next time, it's peace and we're out.
You're listening to Adeshokwe Live, the Afrobeats Podcast.
Right.